So, as many of you may have noticed, if you've been using the TBA website, we recently redesigned the site and we added some new resources. So we just wanted to do this call in order to show you what some of those are, as well as provide you some insight into things that maybe were on the old TBA.com, but you couldn't find them or you didn't know they were there. So this is what the new main page looks like now. And then you can either start up here. I'm already logged in just for convenience sake, but you can start up here with login, or you can start down here with get started. Either way, once you have clicked get started, if you're not logged in, it will prompt you to log in at that point. This takes you to the new advisor portal. So this is kind of your one-stop shop for everything that you need that involves either marketing or selling life insurance. So first of all, a lot of you use our website for quotes, so we definitely put that at the top. When you go into the quotes portal, there's several options here. So you have your term quotes, your permanent life quotes, title term quotes, and then other quotes. For the other quotes, that includes disability, annuities, and life. So that's always a good place to start if you've got a new potential lead for some life insurance. Now, if you go back to the advisor portal, the next thing is the one-page app. Many of you know about this process. It's super beneficial, easy, simple to use. This explains exactly what the one-page app is. There's a paperless entry if you want to do it online, or there's the one-page PDF, which you can download. That also is fillable. There's also the step-by-step guide for you to get an idea of what those steps will be, and then the client guide. So the one-page app PDF, the step-by-step guide, and the client guide are all downloadable, printable, so you can email those or hand deliver them to the client and for your own reference. And then the new thing that we've just added, we actually had something similar on the old site, were the sales tools, but we have added some new things to the sales tools. So when you click on here, there are marketing packages, our blog, which we'll be adding to every month, intelligent spreadsheets for challenging underwriting issues, advanced markets, policy review, which is a great way to kind of create some new business off of existing policies, webinars and videos. These include not only webinar recordings, but then also marketing videos that we create that you can use, calculators, advanced sales for any ideas like that, and then target market. So that gives you some info on some specific potential target markets that you're looking to. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into some of these tools that we feel like will be the most beneficial for you. So for the marketing packages, if you actually click on this, there's a marketing manual, which is pretty in-depth, that will take you through some different options and ways to ensure that you're marketing yourself properly. There's also all of these marketing pieces based off of these different topics, and we'll continue to add to these and update these as we move along. But each of them come with a flyer, 2 emails, and then 3 social media images. And so however you want to handle this, you can come in here and download this flyer or print it from here. If you're wanting to have this personalized, some of these pieces don't need to be personalized, specifically like the social media images. Those you can just download and save very simply. But if you're wanting these to be personalized, you can just contact me right down here, and I will add your logo and the information. Just make sure you include that when you reach out to me for personalization needs. The next thing we want to kind of take a deeper dive into is, just a second, is the webinar and videos. So anytime that we have a webinar that's been recorded, we'll actually add it in here. There's also our TBA tunes, which are the different things where we talk about underwriting success stories, maybe an impaired risk situation. We also have the webinar recording, so you can tune back in if you missed one. And then these go into like the different tools available and some benefits of working with TBA and how we can help. So these are all good resources to lean back on if you forget how to do something, or if you're unsure, or if you just want to tune in to see exactly the type of underwriting success story we've had, typically with an impaired risk situation. And then the last thing I wanted to touch base on was policy review. We've actually just recently updated this page. So within this, it kind of talks about the benefits of doing policy review for some of your clients. This also includes the kit, the one-page policy review analysis, what that would look like, and then this authorization for release of enforced policy information. This is the most important. This is how we get that information on their current policies to be able to provide that review analysis. So you can always dig in more here, or you're welcome to reach out to any of our marketing contacts. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the referral program. That'll be under advisors and in your advisor portal. The referral program is actually where you would receive an additional 10% commission on your next case, and the advisor you referred will get an additional 10% commission on their first case. So you just fill out this form when you want to refer someone, or you can download this PDF form and submit it if you would like. So if you refer anyone to us, that would be where you would fill out that information. We would get it electronically, or feel free, if you feel more comfortable, to download that PDF form. The next thing we want to talk about is underwriting. So if you go into underwriting, there's the client data form, which you can actually send this directly to clients. This is a good way to get their information as far as impaired risk. They fill out this form. It immediately goes to Jennifer in our office, who will use that information to create a quote for you. The other option, or you can fill it out for them if you prefer that as well. If you do know you're dealing with an impaired risk situation, the impaired risk questionnaire is a great place to go. We have tons of questionnaires here. So if they've got anything where you feel like it might be an impaired risk situation, you can click any of these to download and fill out and send those over to Jennifer. You can also click here to download our preliminary application. It's a little bit more vast, and you can just start there if there's more than one thing, or if you're unsure where to start here. And then the next thing I want to talk about is policy service. So if you go to carriers and down to policy service, this is actually a new form we've added to the site where you can fill out all the information about the policy service need that your client has. And down here are some options. If you want to, feel free to click other if none of these meet your needs. And then once you've submitted this form, that'll actually go to Heather in our office, and she will respond to you with all of that information in order to complete the policy service. So this simplifies it for you. We kind of handle those changes for you as long as we have this information. If you need to call direct to any of the carriers, all that information is here for their policy service line. So feel free to always refer here if you just need to make a call about a client's policy, or if a client's wanting to make a call about their own. These are the phone numbers that you would use for that. The last thing I wanted to talk about is our support team page and our contact us page. The support team page has been simplified. This kind of goes through and tells you who everyone is in our office and exactly what they do. You can easily, on your phone, click the phone button or the email button. It'll automatically pop up to call or email them. You can also click that email button on the computer, and it'll automatically pop up for an email. If you're needing a direct line, all of these connect to a direct line, but if you're wanting an extension number or a direct line, feel free to head to that Contact Us page. This is where we list out all of that information again, but we also list out the direct dial lines as well as the extension. This is also our mainline information, our fax information. So either way, you can reach us at one of these. So that pretty much wraps up the website webinar. It wasn't very long. We just wanted to kind of talk through some of these things with you all so that way you are aware of what we have available. And a lot of what's in the advisor portal you can find in tools and also in underwriting or forms or quotes. But as always, we're here to be your insurance support team, so we definitely want to make sure that we're providing you with the best possible resources. So always feel free to reach out to us at any time, anyone in this office, and if we can't help you, we'll be sure to get you in touch with the person who can. At this time, I'd like to open it up for questions. So if anyone has any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them.
Could you click on the carrier tab? Before I had a problem seeing all the carriers.
Sure. If you go to carriers and products, as long as you're logged in, just a second, it's loading. It should connect automatically. It's actually a pop-up window, so just make sure that you don't have your pop-ups blocked on your browser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's a complete list there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody have any other questions? Okay. Well, this recording will be included obviously on that webinar and videos page, and then we'll also put it on the TBA blog here. So feel free to refer back to this as well, and I'll also send out a recap email. But you'll be able to watch this recording in a couple of places, and the blog post will actually kind of provide you some direct links to some of these things that I talked about today. We really appreciate all of you taking the time to join us today. And as always, feel free to reach out to me or your marketing rep or anyone else in the office if you've got any questions about trying to find something on the site. I know some things have been moved around, but hopefully they will make them easier to find for you all. So I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much.